This is regaining lost power. Let's kick the night off. It's busy tonight. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff by rolling charisma for everyone.
Right. I rolled a 14. I'm using a new laptop, and I forgot that I don't have D&D Beyond on here. Or Beyond 20, but hold on. 20.
Delta and Khalas.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure that thing out that I messaged you.
Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of dialogue today with memories and leveling up and stuff like that, so you can do that in that time if you'd like.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is for later, that charisma roll. Nice.
It's your charisma. Use it when you need it.
And you will need it. So last time, the party was way on the other side of the green fields. They had just saved 2 children from a hag's haunted house and returned them to their mother with a moderate reward. But satisfied, they spent the night there, and we did some click action where they just go into moderate mindset and just head down, fast travel all the way to Baldur's Gate. Along the way, they did meet a few interesting characters, but they didn't quite remember their names. And they managed to save a caravan from some bandits, and to thank them, the caravan made the rest of the trip really simple and easy. They went along the road all the way to Erebor. They were thinking about taking a boat like they did last time, but their travel on boats isn't quite the best, so they decided to hoof it the entire way. From Erebor, they went to Bear Dusk, and then up north, they crossed the river to Scornable, going down the road to Eltriel, city of Eternal Light, and they continued on to Baldur's Gate. After some time, they finally make it. It's in about the middle of winter now. I'll show you the map of Baldur's Gate. So you enter from the east. Over here, you have this is the slum-like area, the outer city. It's where a lot of low-end civilians live. They had to move out of the city once it got too vast. And in the major city, you've got the port, which all the merchants come in, all the traders. This area is where sort of middle class is, and once you get up to here, the upper city is a lot of high-end rollers will and wares and like all the best stuff happens there. And then down here is the industrial slash trading district in the lower city. But depending on the people who want to make the choice now, Khalas would like to make a slight detour rather than going straight into the city. You can follow her, or you can head right in.
Unless she says otherwise, I actually would follow her.
Alright.
Me
Same.
too. I also go with Khalas.
Alright.
Yarp.
Khalas, would you like to talk about where you're going?
Yeah, so we are going to the orphanage that I and Delta grew up in. It's in... We'll have to cross the bridge, Worms Crossing, and it's in Riverton. And just want to go and see how they're doing, what with memories being weird, and I can't remember when was the last time I visited. And then hopefully get some information about the person that I look up to and see if he is there or if he's visited in a while.
Alright. So you head into the outer city and cross the bridge of Worms Crossing, and it's been some time since you've been here. You aren't sure how long, but it's definitely changed from when you last remember it. Of course, the lost memories don't help. It is the middle of winter, so snow is on the ground. People seem to be traveling north across the crossing the bridge. More traffic going north than south. And you make your way to the orphanage. So as
Not
you
much to look at.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, it was just a quick comment. Never mind.
All right. As you approach Khalas, you and Delta, you recognize this area, but a lot has changed. Some of the areas, the buildings have become a little bit more rundown. Less funding going towards this area. People putting up shacks instead of full houses to sleep in and have a home.
I'll just, as we're seeing all this, I'm gonna just turn to Khalas, because I assume she's leading us as we're all just following her. I'm just ask her, why are we going here?
Well, I'm going here because I don't remember the last time I visited, and I promised I would visit after I found my god. And I don't know if I ever found my god, but I know I have chosen a god now, and I wish to let them know, and also follow up on where my advisor is, and where I might be able to find him.
But I guess I don't know what's your tie here.
Oh, I was raised here.
Oh.
I was an orphan, and this is the place that raised me.
Both of us.
The man who saved both of us. This is where I met Delta, and the man that saved me when I was an infant down by the river brought me to this orphanage. This orphanage is, I believe, run by clerics of the Order of the Gauntlet, so it's a good orphanage. And full of good clerics and paladins and the believers.
It does not look too bad.
I admit it did seem much brighter and warmer in my youth, but it is winter.
So
Those will be interesting.
as you approach the building, you hear some shouting coming from behind it. But this isn't shouting of distress. This is sort of an orderly, sounds like a regiment. Every once in a while, a strong shout will be heard from behind. And you see out front, there aren't a whole lot of children. There are a couple playing in the snow, but they're just minding their own business, having fun. Yes?
What is the shouting? Like, what is being said?
It's not an intelligible word. It's like something you would say when you're striking at something.
I guess I'm gonna investigate that while, like, waving and nodding at the children.
You get a snowball thrown at you, but it goes wide. As the children are running and making a snowball. But you go around the back of the orphanage. You make your way through the snow, and there you see rows and rows of children, about the teenagers, ranging from anywhere from 13 to 18. They are all dressed in the same tunic and pants. It's all kind of a pale yellow color. Each one has a staff in their hand, and they are all focused in one direction, so it's like a uniform phalanx, I guess. And there is a older individual making his way through the rows as every couple seconds the children will shout and then shift their movement, and then shout again and shift their movement again.
Do I remember this? Does this, like, trigger any kind of memory or anything?
No,
This seems really weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Delta and, like, I don't remember doing this. Do you remember this? What are they doing?
Practicing, it looks like.
But what and why?
I'm gonna lean over. I'm gonna, like, kind of, like, what's the walk, like, what's the order? Like, how are we? Is it like the two of you in front and everyone else in the back?
I guess.
I would imagine so.
I'm just gonna kind of mutter that she made fun of my god. Just, like, to no one in particular, but, like, maybe just consciously loud enough to where, like, anyone around him could hear.
Does Khalas hear that?
I don't know how far away you are from me. That's why I was trying to get
I
a.
see. Do you want me to hear that?
Guryev, you can make a stealth check. Khalas, you can make a perception check.
I mean, I would just say, like, it was just kind of like a just kind of like that, just.
Okay, I heard that. I'm just gonna be like
some backwards side eye.
Yeah, just roll my eyes at your just offense.
I'm not necessarily offended, just like these hooligans. Like, what the fuck are these jokers doing?
What the fuck are these jokers doing?
I guess, do I recognize the old man that's teaching them?
You kind of remember him. Make a history. So
Me too.
there's something about him that seems very familiar, but the person he reminds you of, it was quite a bit younger, like significantly younger. He looks like a much older Vasid.
A much older Vasid?
Yeah.
200 years older.
I'm going to...
So this is the man you see.
It's Clint Eastwood.
I was thinking Mark Hamill.
I was thinking like Harrison Ford.
Okay, I guess I'm going to get closer and hopefully catch his eye and yell at him.
How
Is the amount so?
It's Sean Connery.
It's Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Is the duration of like absence of memory proportional for everyone, or is it the same amount of time?
I thought we
It's-
only lost like 5 years of memory.
It's proportional because each person spent
Okay.
this different amount of time.
Yeah. So
Training
like for
themselves.
me, it's like damn near 100 years.
Yeah, it's a
that
lot
I
longer.
that I forgot. Okay, I got you.
So wait, it's been 100 years?
No, so
No,
Oh,
for me, for Guryev, it's
It-
been
takes different amount of times for each person to learn their skills and essentially level up.
yeah. So if you were like a halfling or like something, it'd probably be like or like a goblin. It might be like 2 years or less.
I see. Yeah, so I'm gonna say like I think that's Vasid. And I'm going to get closer and say hello, master.
So what is everyone wearing? Like, it's the middle of winter. Are you heavily dressed? Are you wearing what's on the screen?
I mean, I'm still wearing my armor and everything, but I guess I put on my more civilian clothes underneath to try and keep a little warmer.
Do you all have your
I'm-
snuggies on?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I'm probably
There we go. Well, I don't
moving
have a
closer to what
Snuggie, sir.
this is, but yeah, I'll put my Snuggie on to keep warm.
I like this updated UI. It's pretty nifty.
I didn't have a Snuggie before, but I'm gonna assume that I bought one at the when we got to that one city.
You should
Wait,
have
wait.
one because I
get one?
have one.
Yeah, everyone
yeah, I bought.
except
did I?
Raegar, but I think they
Khalas.
took Boro's snuggie off of him, so Raegar could have it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's not in my inventory.
Thank God.
I'll have to add it. But yes, okay. Then I have my Snuggie on me.
Khalas will not have her snuggie on her because
She's not opposed.
she needs to make sure that like she is recognized.
Okay, I was just wondering, do you have your like a hood up and a cloak on? Because it's really cold, you might want to keep the wind out of your face, or are you pulling
Like-
your cloak down so that like you can see her face?
Bare leathers on, so I think I'm fine. But yeah, my face is visible.
Okay.
My face and head are visible.
And Khalas, the same, or are you wearing your cloak? Or not Khalas,
That
Delta.
That is Khalas. Okay, yeah. She's wearing her cloak, but the hood's not up.
Okay. So you call out to this man who you perceive to be Vasid, right?
And I'm gonna be like, hello, and I'm gonna sound confused and have like a kind of hesitant look on my face. But I'll be like, are you Master Vasid?
Huh. He looks at you. He makes his way to the end, out of the group of children. and says, "Halt!" And the kids stop shouting and hold their positions. And he looks at you. Do I know you? You very familiar.
I am Khalas Nahar. If you are Vasil Otem, you are the one that found me. You are my advisor.
Oh, Khalas! Oh, you've grown so much. I did not recognize you.
As soon as he says that, I'm gonna run and give him a hug.
He warmly accepts and hugs you back. Before you continue talking, he turns to the children and says, "At ease, mess!" And the children break out of formation and head to the orphanage. You're back. Where have you
Yes.
been?
Apparently many places, which I don't remember. But for the last year, I've been wandering since I lost my memory. These are my comrades. Of course, you will remember Delta. And then I point gesture to everyone else. This is Guryev.
How you doing?
This is Raegar. This is Mirasha. This is Gwen. This is a cat that we found.
Oh,
Ow.
Delta, yes. Oh,
My name is
it's
Frida.
so good to see you. Oh, Torm. He wipes away at his eye. Oh my, I'm very glad to see you. I'm sorry you caught me at a inconvenient time, but, where have you been? What's going on?
Perhaps we could go inside and discuss.
Yes.
We have been
Apologies.
traveling for quite a while, so it would be great to go inside and show everyone the order, the orphanage.
Yes, we don't have much to give, but we will give what we can. Let's head inside and get warm. And he leads everyone to the back of the orphanage. He opens up the main door and heads inside. You can see there's a small worship area with a few pews lined in a hallway. At one side, there's at the side that you came in, there's an altar and a podium, and on the opposite end, you can see children going into a room. Few tables have been scattered around, and some of the nuns that work there are starting to dish out food for them. And he makes his way down the hall of worship. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, I'm glad you came back. I was very worried about what had happened to either of you. Everything that's been going on, I've heard about the tales recently, and the memories are very slowly coming back.
Indeed. It is great to be back as well.
Have you been having the same issues? Have you been affected by all this?
I believe so, yes. We all lost our memories as well, and they have been slowly coming back. We were told by a dwarf in a dwarven church that they believed they had lost connection to their gods, and so we were tasked with searching out items of power and destroying them to help regain memories and our abilities.
Really now? Wow, that's a lot.
It is. We do have some items with us, and would like to get them destroyed. If we could destroy them here, or if we should go... If there are any temples you recommend that we go into Baldur's Gate to take to.
Well, let's go somewhere a little bit more private. And he takes you through the worship area and around one corner. One wing of the orphanage is opens up into a medium-sized library. There are shelves and shelves of books on either side, and a few bookshelves in between, with a ladder that you can roll around and climb up.
Oh, this brings back memories, doesn't it, Delta?
It sure does.
Is Father Jara here as well?
As you're walking into the library, there's a desk that has a few piles of books and parchment on it, and inks and inkwells and feathers. And behind that desk is a extremely old-looking tabaxi. He's got some reading glasses on, and he's looking down at the papers.
Father Jara, you're here and still alive. Amazing.
Is that
Praise
Nana Yaga's husband?
Nana Yaga's father.
Oh, if he's Naniaga's father, he must be ancient.
For sure. I mean, he was old when we were kids.
Yeah. He looks up from his desk. It takes him some time to lift his head and look, but he squints past his reading glasses. Do I know you?
It's Khalas and Delta. I gesture to Delta.
Delta smiles at him.
Vasid approaches the tabaxi and places a hand on his shoulder, and he says, "Brother, don't you remember the two of your brightest pupils, Khalas and Delta?" Yara, something clicks in his mind. You can see the hamster wheel slowly turn like a clock, and it's... Oh yes! Welcome back! Oh, it's been so long, Father Yara, or Brother Yara. They've returned to have some items that have power or something. Can you show that to us, so we may see what these things are?
Well, I carry one on my person, and I will gladly show it to you.
You're gonna gladly show that to them?
I believe Delta's holding the
I only have
polarity wand, right?
Yeah, everyone else has stuff, right?
I don't. I'm not holding any
I have the dice, but it
artifacts.
doesn't have anything anymore.
I use the healing stick as a walking stick, and then I have the javelin just kind of tucked behind my back.
The buckler.
I don't got squat.
We're talking about the
Oh.
artifacts.
I don't think
I'm not holding any.
I'm not
No.
holding any. Did we put
I think
any
it's
in
all on
our
Delta.
bag?
No, the
Oh,
bag of
no.
holding does not have any
Artifacts?
sink.
So who
Did
has
you
the
sacred
lose
things.
buckler?
them?
Maybe it's in here. Hold on, let me. I just opened it. Let me check. Oh yeah, it's in here. The buckler's in here.
He's like digging through it, pulling things out. Nope, that's not one. Nope,
Well, no,
that's not one.
The way that it works is you just think of the thing and it appears in your hand. But yeah, there's the bucklers in here. Also some tongs.
Doesn't Delta have the Die of Luck and the Thunder Wand?
The die has already been.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Delta, I think, has the Thunder Wand and the Ring of Invisibility, right?
Oh yeah, it's on around my neck. I am Frodo.
And I have the demon, the miniature minion of malevolence.
All right. So how do you present them to these two?
Well, I'm just gonna pull out the box, but I'm not gonna open it. And I said, in this box, we have captured I believe it is called the miniature minion of malevolence. It was ironically a giant demon that had destroyed an entire town. This was a
Demon,
very
you
awful
say?
item. Yes,
That seems rather dangerous.
all of these items are dangerous.
And what
That's why they must be destroyed.
do you present the other three? Delta
I
and Rudy.
present my two.
Um,
I'm not gonna put the ring on.
when I heard that we were talking about things, I'd reach in and kind of just hold it, but I'm not gonna offer it up immediately.
Okay. They don't take the items from you. They're just observing. But brother says, I can barely see. Can you bring them closer? And Basid says, now, brother. We don't want to get too close to these. Sounds like they are dangerous. Ooh,
They all
dangerous.
come with curses, so it is advised not to touch the items.
As you're
That's
talking,
why I have this one in a box.
as you're talking about it, the box you are holding rattles slightly as the thing inside starts to thump against the sides.
Little gremlin.
Take it again.
Oh,
Aggressively just.
is that one alive?
Yes, there is something sinister in it. And it wants out of the box, but it's a lead box that has a key that's locked, so that the thing doesn't get out. Because, like I said, it destroyed an entire town and killed one of my comrades as well as an innocent child.
Oh, that is very
Who did it
serious.
kill?
If you may,
But that die is just awful. And that ring is stupid.
if you may,
All of these items are awful.
well, sorry for creating them. I used my imagination.
And everything got intense.
May I, if you will permit me, may I observe with my hands? And he reaches out, palm open, to either Khalas or Delta.
I will hand him the ring because I doubt he can see very well anyway.
The ring is on a chain.
I take it off of my neck. I leave it on the chain and suggest him just that he not put it on.
When you hold it out, it will have a weight to it, like slightly, that's pulling the chain down, so it indicates that there's something there, even if you can't see it. So you give him the ring? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. He feels the weight in his hand as the ring and the chain necklace falls into it and says, rather curious. What is this one?
Don't remember. ring of invisibility? No.
Delta, you were supposed to be the smart one. Maybe you came
I
back
am
to school to
smart.
learn some more things.
Damn.
Yeah, my brain's full
Wow.
of cool things.
Damn, your
Shots.
teachers are savage.
It was the ring of
I
invisibility.
glare at her.
I can certainly not see that it is the ring of invisibility, but I can feel it. And in his hand, he sort of moves it around with his fingers. You don't see the chain like pop onto his, like on a finger, like the ring is moving onto it, but he sort of moves around and his hand becomes indented in certain places. And he says, what does it do, I suppose? You said it has power? Does it just look invisible?
No, it makes you invisible, but it also makes you unable to see anything.
That is quite a useless power.
Yes, I was
Yes.
quite useless for a little bit until we were able to get it off.
Oh yeah, you should tell him what happened before you took it off. Didn't you start seeing some weird shit in a couple of
Oh yeah,
years in
I
the sky?
saw a vision of these two guys, and they saw me as well.
You saw these two guys?
Yeah. One of them was old and they were talking, but I don't think I could hear them. They were someplace high up. Maybe someplace cold? I'm not sure.
This was when we were in the cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that tentacle thing
and
wasn't gonna
they-
attack us.
I
Yeah.
don't think I was there for this.
Saw
You were
me,
not.
You joined,
Okay.
and then the ring fell off.
you joined several days later.
So this ring makes you invisible to others, but the world around you is also invisible. Except
Yes.
you see two guys.
I had it was a vision.
When you put it like that, it sounds absurd.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for him to say. Just waiting for him to say, "Ah, alas, earwax."
And he'll
He reminds me of Michael Gambon.
he'll close his hand so that the ring is in his palm. He says, maybe I can do something. I mean, this item doesn't seem too helpful, but you say you're trying to destroy them.
Yes, that's how we get our memories back.
Well, that sounds like a good thing to do if nobody wants this and it only has benefits after being destroyed. And he'll clench his fist incredibly tight. And you'll see
Just crushes it.
you'll see
What the hell?
black light start to stream out of his hand, his old withered hand, out of the creases between his fingers and his thumb. Black light just exiting and shooting all around, and poof! Everyone regains memories and levels up. And he'll open his hand, and only the chain remains.
Did you do that?
Oh my!
Just you.
Well then.
Every time we've taken an item to get destroyed at a temple, or a religious church, it takes many of the
Like a dozen
monks.
people.
Yeah, and then but they all are exhausted, and some of them passed out. I think one person died one time. And you just did that like it was nothing.
I see you weren't making this up. That is incredible. May you leave the others here with me so that I may study them. I think
I turned to Guryev, like, did he just dodge the question?
It's seems so.
Alas, earwax.
Alas, earwax.
These items, how many have you collected so far?
About 350.
Is that right? 350?
Mm-hmm.
3.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did the. Hold on. I have the items thing.
We had.
You have the
We have collected 7.
The die, the minion, the ring, clarities, amulet, bow. So we've gotten rid of the bow, we've gotten rid of the amulet, we've gotten rid of the
we're
ring.
level 5.
We got rid of the die. And then we leveled up once without destroying anything, right?
Yeah.
At least that we know of. I guess somebody else destroyed one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, there was the one at the very beginning that we leveled up when we got back with the bow, but they couldn't take care of ours. So we have the buckler. We have the buckler, the minion, and the wand remaining.
There were 2 other ones.
Maddie's being attacked by bees.
So there was the first one that was the unnamed hammer that got you to level 1, and then you got the bow.
Yep.
At the start, destroyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And then destroyed the amulet.
And then we rolled the ring. The buckler is cut in half, but we feel like we've been duped. We're not sold that it's the right thing because it's a bitch. It's hiding. Seems like. Goodness.
So the question is, how many have you gotten?
Maddie.
Us specifically?
That's what he's asking.
We've gotten 7. We found 7 on our person, excluding the ring you just destroyed. We have 1, 2, 3 on us.
Interesting. And we've destroyed 4, if I'm correct.
Yes, 4.
Well, I would like to study these before you go out and take them to temples, if I may.
What are you going to study about them?
Well, with these items, artifacts, they must have more to them. Maddie, I think you're getting static. Can you hear us? You're very far away.
She's stuck in a time dilation. Hurry, Murph, what's the code?
Sorry, we're trying to, like, for some reason Maddie's talking but no one can hear, and we don't know why our mic's all of a sudden making the noise like this.
Okay.
Well, it's been is it the same one that she's been using for a while?
Yeah.
It's been the past couple of weeks, like randomly acting up random, like making noise, like weird noises. So I don't know, maybe it's something try moving the wire. Or if is it wireless or is it wired?
It's a wire.
Yeah, I would say like try moving it around and see if it stops, and maybe it might be the wire.
Well, it
Anyway, we're
stopped.
gonna troubleshoot that real quick. Everyone, just continue.
Okay.
Just
These, there must be more behind them. They can't just be these useless items that can create so much power, give others their. How? I don't understand. I need to know more before they go out and disappear forever.
I suppose that's a good question to find out an answer to.
Don't take the minion out, though.
Yeah,
Don't do that
It's-
to us.
Well, don't touch
Trust
it.
me, it won't be pretty.
Well, if you leave these here and continue on finding more, I will make sure they are dealt with in time.
that sounds reasonable. And I am going to hand over the box that has the minion and the key to unlock it.
I'm gonna give the belt to either Delta or Khalas. I'm not gonna give it directly to him.
He takes the box and places it on the desk in front of Brother Yara, and Brother Yara is kind of out of it. Like, it looks like he's looking at you, but if you look into his eyes, he's just like looking past all of you and just sitting in the chair. You can tell he's breathing, but it's just not quite all there. But he'll place the box down on the desk and receive the other items from you.
I don't give him the dice, though, because that's already destroyed.
Alright, so you do give him the belt and the wand. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
I
We
am
either
Ron
trust
Burgundy.
them or we don't.
Well, she's not normally give up things that she acquires.
That's
Told
true.
it was
She gave up the ring, and she really liked that ring.
she really liked the amulet.
That's true. She really liked that too. There is something else. I understand if my comrades wish to head into town, but there was something else that I wanted to research here in the library, if that is okay. If I could stay for a few days.
You are always welcome, Khalas. I am very glad to see you, and safe with your friends.
Kenny didn't close the door. I don't know if anyone hears me anymore.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can hear you.
you.
I'm using a different headset. Mirasha's just nodding along this entire time. How about that?
Alright. So he takes the items from you and places them on a couple shelves on top of like velvet cloth, sort of a display item. And he said, "Are you? I was about to dismiss the students. There's about to be a festival, some sort of unveiling in town. they would like to go, but you are welcome to stay as long as you want.
What is the festival for?
The city is unveiling something new. It's supposed to revolutionize the way we get around. They've been advertising something quite a bit, and the children are very excited for it. I was going to let them forego their training for the rest of the day to head into town and just see.
Sounds definitely like something to check out. What was with the training of the children? I don't remember that when I was at that age.
Oh,
They're called younglings.
I shall murder them.
not the young.
What?
No,
Okay.
Anakin.
It ends here.
Well, no, it's very new training regimen. We've decided to put them in. With the dangers happening throughout the world, we need some more people in the watch, soldiers to go out and protect others. So it's completely voluntary. The children would like to go out and help others, as you have gone out and helped others as well. So
Becoming official members of the order.
they can choose that path, yes. That is one of the few paths that we offer, but many of them want to stay in Baldur's Gate to help the Watch.
It is a very commendable cause. And understandable. I thought maybe my memories were worse than they were because I did not remember that. But
No, it is rather new. With the loss of powers and memories, we needed extra help. They're toughening up the defenses in Baldur's Gate. It was I think it was very familiar when you said you were attacked, or a demon attacked a town.
yes,
The one in that box.
the one in that box. Except he was much bigger.
Yes, there was a story that came from across the sea. It said the town was completely ruined to the ground in one day by otherworldly creatures. Was that the same as you faced?
I do believe so.
Well, we need.
It's Guryev's hometown, right?
I'm.
Let's see, Guryev, that was your hometown, wasn't it? What was that town called again?
Rubble. I don't. It's insignificant now.
It's true. Guess it has been obliterated off the maps, as it were.
It was called Furley.
I'm sorry for your loss, but we hope to not have that happen here. So, we are asking if the children would like to help, and they are very eager to train. They do not have families to go to, but they feel like they can protect those who do.
It's a good cause. And that is it's a good plan for keeping ahead of these awful events that just suddenly happen. But what time is this festival?
It is. He looks at out the window. The windows are high above the shelves, probably like 10 feet up. Should be starting within a few hours.
Well, perhaps we can head into town and check that out and maybe find some jobs or spend some coin.
Do we have a lot of money? Got kind of robbed.
That is true.
And that
I
last
don't-
job did not give us a lot. I mean, Martha gave what she could, but it wasn't definitely what it was. I mean, unless you count the free pet as, you know.
That was a
We'd still
constellation
have a
prize.
decent amount.
I mean, we can also look to see if there's any other jobs in town. Maybe we can earn a couple extra
I'm
gold.
gonna turn to Gwen here, and I'm just gonna ask her. So, what's with everyone talking about regaining lost memories here?
The one person. Is Gwen? Are you there?
Sorry, I was a little distracted.
Yes. What's the deal, yo?
Wrap it like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm sorry. What? I was.
Raegar went over to you and asked you what's the deal with everyone talking about lost memories.
Oh. Okay. I don't know exactly. I've gotten some memories back, but I'm still pretty new to this group, and I'm pretty new to finding out what's actually going on outside of the forest I grew up in.
I thought you. Okay. All right. Mirasha, that's what these memories.
Well, apparently. Hold on. Sorry, I got messages. Well, I guess, have you experienced any, loss of memories, like things you can't remember, Kurt, recently?
No.
Okay.
I didn't hit my head.
Well, many people across the land lost their memories through some kind of event. Everyone, except for you, apparently, was affected by this. I guess these artifacts we've been collecting are tied to the event, and by getting rid of them, we're regaining memories that we had previously lost. Like, I don't remember how I ended up in, oh gosh, dang it, Bildobaris not that long ago. I have no memory how I ended up there, because I guess that's when the big event happened. Same thing with everyone else, except for they weren't in Bildobaris. Apparently they were all having fun at a party.
We were at a heroes convention.
That just sounds
How
like you
do we
guys
know
had a
that?
bit to drink.
I
if
don't
you
know.
mind
I don't
saying.
know.
We were having a party. And we forgot everything.
There were signs.
Just saying.
There was a
Maybe
feast.
there were party plates and party hats,
Yeah.
Sovereign suckadas.
cake.
All I could say is, like, in the last year, I have memories of my childhood being taken in by Captain Belfast and growing up a bunch of mercenaries and then starting to train to be a fighter like them. And then there's just nothing. There's just a huge gap in my life that I can't remember. Then all of a sudden, I wake up in Bildobaris in a cold cell with my back lacerated and I have no clue why. And yeah. So, and I kind of remember a few things since the year went by, like training, couple jobs I've done in there, members of my mercenary band, but there's still a lot missing. And I think there's the same thing is happening with everyone else in the group. Obviously not the same story as mine, but you know, there's huge gaps missing in our lives.
I really don't know what to say. I didn't know that's why you guys were hunting down these artifacts.
So
Yeah.
you're not
Well,
missing any memories?
There's no gaps at all. Like, even like I got drunk and I can't remember the last week type of gap.
Well, I've had those nights, but I haven't lost memory to the degree that you guys are emphasizing on.
Years.
No, I have a good memory. Not experiencing anything like you guys.
Oh, strange.
I mean, I guess that's lucky. I kind of.
Well, sorry.
Go ahead, go.
Where were you when we lost our memories? Maybe there's something special about that. I'm a little curious now.
Well, this happened a year ago, right? The great loss happened a year ago. A year ago, when it happened,
Great.
I woke up and thought I was still 18, but I am clearly not 18.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Wow.
You're not I just mean you're not a child. In 18, you still look like a child, and you look mature.
18, I was much smaller and didn't have so much armor, and I looked younger.
Yeah, where were you a year ago? You know, I asked him.
Yeah,
Since you
so
have such a memory.
it's hilarious how I said I didn't lose any memories, but I forget where I grew up.
You grew up in.
Real-
Yes, you can't lose things about your life if you don't already remember them.
You grew up in Ironspur, right?
Hey.
Yeah, I grew up in a dwarven town. I know that. I'm trying to look through my notes and I'm not seeing where we discussed.
I think you should keep it as in. You just don't.
Oh, Ironspur. I grew up in Ironspur, sorry.
Just spit coffee out my nose when you said that.
And was that where you were at a year ago?
That's what I was at with my family. I mean, I don't recall any sort of events. People around me didn't seem to experience anything of the like.
Where were you on
So
September 31st?
why did you leave?
Well, my deity, Heimdall, granted me visions of the artifacts and how they needed to be sought out and destroyed, which is why I ended up meeting you all when I was hunting it down by myself. I just assumed you experienced something similar, I suppose.
If anything, I think we are all having some sort of memory loss, and as for me, I remember having a distinct loss of connection to the gods. And for a brief moment, I could not hear them until the first artifact was destroyed.
Like when we were in the house.
Yes. But worse.
See the difference.
Interesting.
Did
So
you please
Heimdall never disappeared? Or maybe he is fresh. He hasn't been adventuring for years. He just
Maybe.
started.
Yes, maybe he just appeared.
He
He's
just-
a baby adventurer.
I'm gonna like.
Oh,
Aww.
I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna poke him with the staff. See if he's actually there and not like fake.
Wait, what?
he's an illusion.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So you just started your adventure a year ago, is that right?
Well, as far as for these artifacts, yes. I mean, to be fair, I admittedly, I guess you could say I am a new adventurer. I haven't really gone far from Ironspur before up until now on taking upon this quest. But up until that old hag, the witch or whatever we dealt with, up until then, I had never felt a loss of Heimdall and his presence. So I haven't experienced the same thing as you either when it comes to losing touch.
That is
Interesting.
strange.
You're an odd one.
Mr. Grinch.
Everyone roll a d20 for me. I forgot to do this when you leveled up.
A D24?
Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Are we rolling it 3 times or just once?
Just once.
Okay.
All right.
Get a little bit of extra.
In Mirasha's training, does she focus more on combat with wielding weapons or more in magic?
I mean, previously, probably more weapons, more sword and shield.
All right. When everyone levels up, you gain to level 6, and Mirasha, you get some extra memories. You're not quite sure where they're from, but you can now cast Mantle of Whispers as one of your spells.
Basically hacked into someone else's. Oof.
Is that a first or second level? What level spell is that?
It's sorry, it's not a spell.
Okay.
What is it?
You can send.
If you search for it in the compendium, little I and roll 20, search for Mantle of Whispers, and it will show you.
Doesn't show up for me. Unless I'm spelling it wrong, which I don't think I am. College of Whispers? Oh, it says Mantle. That's weird. There's Mantle of Spell Resistance and Dark Mantle.
That's all I see under mantle.
Okay.
We can.
I think look up College of Whispers, maybe.
It's.
Because I see that one too.
I think it's in the College of Whispers, but.
Oh yeah, there's College of Lore. I don't know.
We can figure it out later if it's not relevant to current game stuff.
All right. I sent it to you in a
There you
so you can look at it. All right.
Thank you.
But yeah, you're all level 6. Where are you headed now? Are you heading into Baldur's Gate? Or were you talking like about Raegar? Your all your paths like in the orphanage.
I mean, I was just trying to strike a conversation since everyone was talking about memories and memories and memories. So but now that I've got an explanation, we can walk and talk if we do.
Okay. Start walking towards Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way. You're now following the crowd of people that are leaving this area and going towards the main area of Baldur's Gate. And it takes you some time. It's a large city, but you manage to make your way to the town. Your tokens are on the bottom of the screen.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
It's like a giant fucking Celtic knot.
This is
Story of a girl.
Baldur's Gate sideways, so north is
Oh, I see.
to the left, to the right, sorry. And it is to scale.
I put a
Goddamn.
blue dot so I can see myself.
So this is north?
Yes.
Okay.
Your characters are in the bottom of the screen.
Here. If anyone could see that.
So tiny.
So you make your way into town, and without much hassle, you pass through the gates. Large crowds of people are entering from the outer city, making their way through the buildings, the shops, the sort of a lower to middle class houses in this area, as this is the industrial trade area.
All right, I forgot. We have a little bit of money because we sold that. We got the late Boros swag. Not enough to like go crazy on anything, but any bare necessities.
Remember, 1 platinum is 100 gold.
1 platinum is 100 gold.
Well, we're going to either Baldur's Gate or a tavern, because either way, I could use a drink.
What time of day is it by the time we get through the gate?
It's about...
We are giants.
I didn't hear that.
That is the most untimely.
I heard, like, what time is it? It's about, and then I heard a hiccup, and that was the end.
Same.
Well, the hiccup was mine.
I could tell.
What?
But I still have a shield and sword and chainmail I would like to identify if it's not too late. But
Can you hear me?
yes. What time is it?
It is about...
Adventure time.
Sorry, mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably want to can I get that stuff out of the bag of holding?
So
I suppose.
I'd say...
You said what time in the afternoon?
Mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon.
I'd say in your journeys you had gathered a pearl. Whoever would like to have purchased that for 100 gold to identify all the items, so you don't have to pay for each item to be identified.
Oh, cool.
Also, in that time, Delta, if you'd like to say you've copied some spells into your book. Also, Delta, roll a d20.
How much do we pay for transit?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. We bummed it.
We saved the caravan.
You want the shield and the chainmail?
Yes.
They have been deducted
I will hold on.
from the bank of holding.
Delta, you get 2 additional spells for your spellbook that you can choose for leveling up. And
Sweet.
would you put identify in your
Yes.
book so you can identify
would.
these items?
Yeah.
In the time it took you to travel, the chainmail is let's see if I have it. I think this is a homebrew item.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Althea, did you ever see this spell? Oh, where are you?
I pasted this anywhere.
The the sword is also homebrew.
Why?
I don't know. It's a cantrip called Ceremony.
Oh,
A level 1 spell.
ceremony's weird.
You can wed 2 people and they get +2 to their AC for 7 days if they're within 30 feet of each other.
Yeah.
A creature can benefit from this right again only if widowed.
Ceremony does other things too. They're not
Yeah.
very helpful, but there are things.
You can bless water.
Yeah,
for a level 1 spell.
Remind me
Cool.
again how much each spell costs.
50 for normal and 25 for your class, for your school.
Okay, so
Was the kite shield just a regular shield with the symbols on it?
No, it was a sentinel shield, which is one of the official magic items.
Oh.
Cassie, do you have that list of spells? You found a book or something?
I was told I found them. I'm not sure. Let me double check. I don't think I have an actual list. Let me see. I will look.
Also, I'm assuming Identify is not an evocation spell.
It is not. I believe it's
Add 50
Divinity?
more to my...
Yeah, it's divination. You also need an owl feather.
Come here, person.
You could, motherfucker's gonna be bald by the.
The Identify spell does not consume the material components. That's why you only have to buy 1 pearl.
Gotcha.
I don't think I have a list of them. I don't think I was given.
The pearl like a mini crystal ball.
Any other questions? Items that you want identified?
What was the name of the kite shield?
Sentinel shield.
Okay, I can send
Oh, that's cool. You can touch a creature and learn what spells are affecting.
shield. Okay. Well, I guess, do we want to say that we went to a inn or a tavern to eat and drink while we're kind of, going through spell scrolls and identifying stuff?
That, and I have 3 bottles of mysterious liquid in them, and we found in that box that I have still.
Sure.
The potions are, with the Identify spell, you can see that they are a potion of invisibility, an elixir of health, and of a potion of superior healing.
We never went back to that old lady. The vendor. I feel
First
bad.
aid woman.
Yeah.
Alex?
Yeah.
Did you ever give me a list of those spells that I found in the house?
In the book.
Delta is what. Yeah,
In the TARDIS?
Delta is wondering, but I don't think you ever gave me an actual list.
So, with that book, you weren't able to see anything written in it, but you could tell it was well worn and not of this land, I guess.
Okay.
Not really, not of this earth because this isn't Earth, but
Okay.
but it does have
Oh.
significance if you wanted to research it,
I
study it.
do. Well, and this is a huge city, so this is a great place to look into it.
Let's see. I guess if we've, I wouldn't mind kind of going around the town. How do I want to approach this? I gotta think for a sec.
Hi.
Okay, so while she's thinking, I'm gonna go find a drink.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, Khalas and Delta, you've been here before. As far as you remember, you have Khalas has spent some time here, and Delta briefly went through the city before traveling on the sea. So they could point you in a direction.
Point me in the
What
direction of
about-
the best tavern. With the best
I
ale.
point him in the direction of the best tavern that I know of,
All right, there.
which probably has weak beer, because Khalas doesn't really drink.
So it's on the map. There is the Elf Song Tavern is one of the most famous taverns in the area, more larger than Baldur's Gate, but that is because it is haunted by an elf who at night sings to the patrons, not visibly, just like a song will waft through the tavern as everyone's having a drink. Hence the name.
Song Tavern. It's got a great atmosphere with a really unique guest that
Attraction?
comes at night. Yeah, an attraction.
An
And the beer is
attraction, you
not-
say?
Yes.
What kind of attraction? That sounds interesting.
There's a ghost of an elf that
Wait, what?
comes in and out sometimes, and it plays sweet music.
Uh,
There's some sweet lo-fi beats going on at that tavern.
Where's the next tavern?
He's just like,
Ask for the best one.
It's Blade and Stars.
Is it truly the best, though? Do you know this?
I don't know. Do I know this?
Uh,
I think it's the best.
Khalas,
I told Yelp to give it 5 stars.
if someone were to be looking to find information, or maybe where to find men for hire, where would one go in the city?
Probably, making a guess. Baldur's Mouth?
yeah.
Mm,
Well,
I'm
what
a-
kind of man for hire?
I'm primarily gonna see
Ooh.
if there's any information I can find on my old mercenary band, and I figured that kind of place would be the best place to start looking if anyone were to, be looking for any mercenaries for hire.
And I think Baldur's Mouth would be a best bet.
I'd like to go there. I mean, no one has to follow me or anything if you guys want to get a drink, but I might check out that area before the end of the day.
Is the Blushing Mermaid a whorehouse?
You don't know. You've never been there.
Never been there. Okay.
I will go to
Stay away
that
from it.
haunted tavern, by the way.
You'll go where? You can move your tokens to where you'd like to go. It's
It's the Elf Song Tavern.
yes.
Oh, there's also the 3 Old Kegs. That's a pretty good place. Not great customer service, but the food is cheap.
I'm looking for the best ale. Is all I care about.
The mouth is the news site. So like the not hiring of people, but like the best place to find.
Information.
Yes.
No, I'll also check there.
Where would be a good place for me to go to look into this book since it's early enough in the day?
Like a library?
Yeah, like the library
Uh,
or a university. Someplace that has a large library.
There is, yeah, you can search around. There is the Sorcerer's Sundries that has a lot of magical wares. They might be able to tell you about it. If you were looking for a library, there's nowhere specific for that. But if you wanted to make a investigation or perception roll, you could find one.
Okay, let's.
Are you all sticking together or splitting up?
I'll go to the Elf Song Tavern too,
Sweet.
since I haven't been there so long.
I will
I hope it's
join
just like how I
Gwyn.
remember it.
in looking for a library.
Yeah, so I'm going to investigate.
I'll go to the Baldur's Mouth area to see what I can hear.
Okay.
Oh, there's also the Thieves Guild.
You
Guryev.
said 1 platinum is 100 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
Guryev, where'd you like to be?
I guess I'll go to the tavern as well.
I have deducted my spell monies. I learned all the spells
All of
that I
those.
know. Well, the ones that I know I have. Oh, just kidding. There's. I learned most of them. Hang on, I gotta look. There's at least one more.
75.
All right. Gwen, you with Delta's help. Delta has been through this city, at least once before, and she is pretty keen on where the best libraries are. You managed to find your way to one of them, rather large building. And you enter, and the sounds of the celebrations going on outside. Sorry that there's a crowd moving towards the northern part of Baldur's Gate. You can see a lot of streamers and brightly colored flags and festival stuff. That's scattered around the buildings and through the walkways. A lot of the animals that are pulling carts have also been like donned with certain materials that reflect the colors around, to indicate that they are part of what's going on here in Baldur's Gate. But as soon as you enter the library, the sounds quiet, and it's all you can hear is moving of papers and the occasional footsteps that echo. The library is pretty empty. There's only one or two other patrons other than the librarian.
Where's this library at? I feel like I can't locate it. I'm trying to get my token there.
It's not an officially named building, but I will say like this is a good spot.
Okay. There. That's my library.
All right. Would you like to? What would you like to research?
I would like to research this book I found because it's very curious.
Well, what category are you
Like-
looking for, though?
Well, maybe Delta. What do you think? Maybe under I ask her since she is she does spells and stuff too. She might have an idea, and she spent a lot of time in the library. What do you think? Maybe look in a magical artifacts
You
or
have it? Can I see it?
yeah. Here you go, and I hand it to you.
Do I get any kind of vibes as to what kind of magic it is?
Do you have detect magic?
Yes.
You can cast that as a ritual if you like.
Sure. I will do that. I find a nice cozy nook and sit down with it.
All right. So you do sense several different kinds of magic coming from this book. A lot of them are evocation, sorry. But You feel like this magic is not what you're used to. What you've read about the magic doesn't feel like it's from Faerun specifically, but you do feel that some of this land's magic has been integrated into this. If you'd like to give a specific topic that you wanted to research it on, I can give you more information.
What about?
Well, there's definitely something kind of otherworldly about
Yeah,
it.
that's
So
what I was gonna say.
maybe like other planes.
Other planes of existence, a specific one?
No, just like in general.
Okay.
As I obviously wouldn't necessarily know. I'm just trying to like give her an idea of what to look for.
Like where to go to look for it.
Also evocation maybe.
Okay. I go ahead and I take her up on her suggestion then, and I try to narrow it down on that and maybe focus on important like books or memoirs or something from that are otherworldly or so forth.
All right. You're looking through general planes of existence, and you find that this book on the carvings on the cover and the kind of runic shapes appear to match the same as ones from the celestial plane.
Okay. Well, I just kind of contemplate all that and share it with Delta. Find Delta and share it with her what I found.
The celestial plane has a lot to do with deities and angels and that kind of thing.
Okay, deities and angels. Do I need to, like, does my investigation stick with, like, how well I'm researching, or do I need to, like, re-roll? I just want to
Sure. I mean, this is like a basic one. You don't really need to roll for this.
Okay.
You've got the extra planar book for dummies.
Okay.
And these deities from the celestial plane are good. They're
Okay.
not evil at all.
Well, I just kind of tucked that information away and decide to, like, do more research later. Because I'm getting a little hungry, but I want to see how Delta's doing with what she was looking into.
I wasn't really looking into anything. I just wanted to go to the library.
Question, while we're at the library, if one wanted to learn a new language, could one get books from the library to study?
Yes, it would take a long time though.
You only
why
find
not?
a passive-aggressive book named Duolingo.
Okay. But one always
it
needs
has
a hobby.
All languages.
And it's always yelling at you.
You forgot to study today. Do I have notification?
Don't
Let's
lose your
see.
streak.
Oh, not yet.
Well, I'll keep that as a thought in the back of my head. Delta, I'm getting a little hungry. I think I want to go join everyone at the Elf Song Tavern. Do you want to come with me?
Yes, that sounds good. Maybe they have some nice tasty beef stew.
All right.
Yes, something nice and warm. Ooh, a hot cider of some sort because it's so cold outside.
While you haven't spent a whole lot of time here, Delta, you have had heard of the elf song. It's very popular, so you can head that direction. Meanwhile, we'll go. Let's do some Baldur's Mouth. Get this single players going, and then we'll get to the party. So you make your way to the part of the port area. There are several heralds that are shouting various facts of news. Several people coming in with parchment that are eager to sell what news they have to the stands out here. What would you like to do, Mirasha? You are muted also.
That's okay, because I was kind of looking through my notes anyways, because I wrote, is there anything, am I overhearing anything, any news that pertains to events happening down south? I remember speaking to a blacksmith in a town, somewhere, Durleon, and she'd mentioned she heard something about the Band of Blades checking somewhere down south, something going down there, something about a festival in the springtime. Am I hearing any news pertaining to anything like that?
So you search throughout all the heralds who are shouting their information, and you manage to find one person who is very enthusiastic about the festival going on right here in town. It's not a yearly thing. They say that it's special one-time grand opening of unveiling, kind of revolutionize everything. After they go through this long spiel about advertising for this festival happening in town, they do mention that the various other activities that are happening within the next year, since this is winter time. Most of the other places are closed for festivals, but starting in springtime, you manage to hear a festival that's going to happen in the Triton area, and specifically it's 3 towns on a coastal area. Shamph is the main town that the festival is taking place. Shamph is Shamph.
Thank you.
And it's part of a 3-city area. There's Ilyak, which is Iljak, and Samra, Samra. This is in the general area that you've heard. It goes together with what you've heard in Westgate from the blacksmith.
Okay. Let's see. And this is mostly like a news kind of area. I'd have to go somewhere else to see if there were people looking around for maybe jobs or something like to that nature. Okay. Let's see. There isn't any news. I mean, aside from festival news, there isn't any news of maybe like any mercenary activity going on that might pique my interest, or anything maybe out of the ordinary that might pertain to our search for the artifacts.
You can roll a perception.
Are you good at perception? Apparently you're proficient in it. Ugh.
All right. You're not really sure where you can find mercenary help in Baldur's Gate. There's a lot of discussion of recruiting for the official City Watch, which is called the Flaming Fist, and they're looking to beef up their local area. You hear about the various gates that are leading out of the city that are hiring for mercenaries or hired help, security, general guards to help with outgoing caravans and traffic and whatnot.
Through these channels, do I hear where in town I would need to go to apply for those said positions?
Yes. Well, you can go to the Black Dragon Gate at the north side of the city, and also the Basilisk Gate at the east side of the city.
What was the second one?
The Basilisk.
Basilisk.
It's the one you entered.
Okay. And that's on the south. Okay. No gossip or news about any weird artifacts or things like that, I suppose.
Well, you do hear people expressing mystery and joy for the fact that a surge of memories just hit the city. Like within the last few hours. We'll get to everyone's memories in a bit. Things kind of went weird, and you didn't destroy the artifacts like I was expecting, so you're still level 6 right now. Kind of metagaming that a bit. I was totally expecting you guys to go to the cathedrals and be like, "Hey, destroy this! Thank you, level up." But you're
I guess
only,
we can do that next.
You're only level 6
like,
right now, so.
If I don't hear anything else, I'm gonna try to find the tavern where the rest of my party is and try not to make you improvise much more.
No, it's good. It's my job. But yeah, you don't hear anything about locations of future artifacts, but you do hear about the memories and abilities that have been returned to people. But people seem to be heading towards the north still.
Just people in general heading towards the north?
Yeah, civilians.
Okay. Okay.
I can think that you all headed towards, or the 3 of you, 4 of you, headed towards the Elf Song, and then Khalas pointed Mirasha in the direction of the news station while they stayed in the same spot. So you know where the Elf Song Tavern is without having to look around.
I will find my way there eventually. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Alright, let's go to the 3 at the Elf Song.
Right there?
Yes, I was just putting on music.
Just let me turn that up.
So you make your way to the tavern. It's about half full. There's a large building, 2 stories, with people coming in and out. The main area has a large open area for tables, bar, and booths along the edges. There's a large bar with a bunch of stools that you can sit at. Before you enter the tavern, you can see above that there is a balcony where people can sit and watch the traffic go by in chairs. And off to the right side, you can see a staircase winding up to the upper area. There's a band.
I'm gonna eye that balcony up there and head up there for a spot.
Alright, Khalas and Guryev, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go to the bar and get something to drink. And then I'll also go sit up there. So I'll approach the bar, and if there's anyone I recognize, then I'll say hey to. Otherwise, I'll just order a drink.
You look around the bar. All the faces seem unfamiliar to you. In one of the booths, you do catch a glimpse of the head priest from the cathedral you got kicked out of, having a drink with 2 other people.
You're the Raven Queen one?
No, the
From my memory.
yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna try and not make eye contact with them. As soon as I know I'm gonna do everything I can to make myself invisible and not.
You want to roll stealth for that?
I guess. Let's see here. Do I get any advantage or disadvantage or anything?
Well, no, you got your... Oh, wait, no, you got advantage because you have the boots and you don't have the armor that gives you disadvantage. So you have advantage.
Sweet. Stuff. $15.
You push your way through the crowd. You make yourself so that there is always somebody in between that booth and yourself, and push your way to the front of the bar. There you see a about 5 foot tall, sort of curvy, bearded woman who's having a laugh with some of the other patrons and serving up several beers throughout getting ale from the tap and sending it down.
Okay. Is she the one taking orders then?
Yeah, it appears so.
Alright, I'm just gonna tap on the counter and be like, hey, what's on tap today?
Hi, what can I get for you?
What do you recommend?
Oh, we've got all kinds of perfect ales, depending on how much you want. I mean, it's in the middle of the day, but I don't judge.
I guess I'll have 2 ales and a mead if you have it. A honey mead.
Aye, we do. Would you like sort of an elven lighter, or would you like a dwarven?
Elven, please.
Sorry, what was that?
Elven.
Oh, okay. Coming right up. And she'll turn around and, with one hand and 3 mugs in one hand, she'll fill up 2 of the mugs with one, and then go over to a large pitcher and pour the mead into another. That'll be 35 silver.
Okay, I'll hand her a gold piece.
Would you like change for that? Let me just get you. It's quite a bit.
Sure.
Alright, she'll go back, grab 65 silver, and you some more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. and then I'll take those and head upstairs.
Okay. Guryev, what would you like?
Well, I was actually thinking, well, I guess it really, I was trying to think of like when it wouldn't go back too far, because I would have to have known my patron, right? Like make the deal with my patron before, like, to get the cleric stuff. Not really patron, but deity, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So I'd probably be, oh fuck,
Are you sure you're not a warlock?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a warlock.
I'm not a warlock.
the Raven Queen is a patron of the warlocks.
So like, I don't know. I guess I don't really want to give. But anyway, I'm just chilling at the bar, wherever the majority of the people are. Just kind of.
Are you staying down there, or are you coming up with us to sit at the table?
Well, who's over here?
Well, I'm here, and Raegar.
We're all over here.
Raegar
Though.
went upstairs.
We're at two different locations, or we're at the same place?
The same place.
You get 3 people in one
Okay.
spot.
I'm gonna hand you your drink if you're staying at the bar. Good
Yeah, no. I'll go up with you guys.
Oh, alright. I'll hand him his drink anyways. So, here, you can carry your drink.
Thanks.
You're
You
welcome.
you go up the stairs. The upper area is much more open, as it doesn't require a bar to be positioned here. There are several doors that lead to the balcony, and you find Raegar sitting at one of the tables.
I was just trying to figure out like how old mentally I would be in regards to like my backstory, because like if I was younger, it's like super apathetic, like fuck life, Guryev. So there had to have been something that happened that like would make him join the people that he was level 20 with or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I plan to, once you get to a high enough level, I can have you figure out where you're gonna be.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out like where he's at now.
Right. It's essentially your decision how long you've aged since whenever. Depending on how long it's been in the memories, but okay. So you find your way to Raegar.
Yeah, I'm just tagging along.
Yeah.
I'm along for the ride. I have nothing in Baldur's Gate that I really care to do.
The clerics. Hanging out with us religious people. We're like a clique. I'm gonna sit at the table and hand the best clique.
PKs.
And I'm gonna hand Raegar his ale and then sit down. And
Thank you so much. Is this the strongest stuff they have?
there is a dwarven version. I just got the ale that's on tap, and then I got myself a honey mead, elven kind.
The
There is a
dwarven
dwarf-
version. I'll be right back.
No, sit down.
No, sit.
I'm not telling you. I'm telling you to sit down.
All right.
And then once he finishes the his first, I'll take his cup and take out the dwarven ale cask from the bag of holding and pour him a drink from there, and then put it back.
You know, love's a strong word, but I think this is a good friendship.
We've got a romance going on.
No, I've just been carrying it around for so long. No one ever wants to use it. So
Did forget that we had a whole bunch of alcohol on us.
yeah, you and
Oh,
literally
yeah.
everyone else except for me. There's wine in here too, but no one ever wants wine.
Well, we might as well have it now.
Yeah.
You want
What
both,
time
or-
does the ghost usually show up? Like, what time is it now?
Well, it was mid-afternoon when you entered the city, so it's getting on to like late afternoon. You know that the ghost doesn't usually show up until like nightfall.
I see. But that's when that festival thing happens, right?
You weren't told when. You told you in a few hours.
Few hours. Well, we probably can burn like an hour or so here and then head to that festival thing.
Yeah, that sounds great. But after a few drinks, and then I just start gulping down.
Dang, another alcoholic.
Are you drinking the?
What do you mean another alcoholic? Excuse me.
Boro, I'm talking.
Are you drinking the ale or are you drinking the wine?
I'm drinking the ale first, and then once I'm done with that, probably move on to the wine or the dwarven stuff that you pulled out.
Yeah. Okay. How many glasses of that?
I'm gonna see how I feel after 3.
After the first one and then 2 of the dwarven, or the first one and 3 of the dwarvens?
First one, 2 dwarven.
While like he's like pouring, I'm like, perhaps you should do that a little more discreetly. I don't know.
No, it's just sitting on the edge of the table. I am entirely indifferent.
I'm just gonna be on the lookout then. I was like, I hope we don't get kicked out for bringing our own ale.
But we can just say that we bought it. It's bottle service.
Okay, well, you can do the talking then. I like this establishment. I don't want to be banned.
If you don't say anything, they probably won't either.
Guess it's a good thing we're upstairs.
And walks another half orc. No, fine.
She's already drunk.
Hey,
Half her clothes are missing.
she's got special leaves picked out by Delta, FYI.
Looks like she's already been in 3 fights.
No, I just do a beeline from the newsstands to the tavern, so whenever I meet up there.
If is there something specific the 3 would like to discuss before your party members join you?
Yeah. So, Raegar, about never losing connection with Heimdall. So you've never, like, outside of that house we were in, you've never lost touch ever since you became.
As she's talking to me, I'm like kind of chugging my beer, and I'm like listening, but I'm also putting my finger like, hold on.
Earwax.
Okay. Yes. No. Up until then, I personally never lost connection, even a little bit. I mean, I couldn't explain why, of course. I didn't realize this was a thing until I met you all.
Maybe it's a secret power of celibacy.
I won't argue against that.
Okay, well, Guryev, did you, like, when a year ago when we had a memory wipe, did you also lose connection to your god, or maybe it was just because I didn't have a chosen god? What do you remember?
I don't know. The first thing I remember is becoming aware of her and what she has to offer. Not necessarily to the world, but in my professional endeavors. So it's never really been so much of a connection. It has been more of like a gentleman's agreement or a contract.
So you never lost contact then?
I don't know. We don't. It's not like we talked often.
You.
It
You
was
get
kind of like. It was kind of like. Let's see. I've said it before, but she she marks souls for death, and if they might happen to find a way away from her, and I just happen to be there, I beckon them back, if you know what I mean.
Interesting.
And then relieve them of their worldly possessions.
So what
What I
makes
was
you
doing.
want to follow her, I guess? What inspires you to do so?
Well, when at the party that I want to say just woke up at,
Oh,
it's
that's when you remembered her?
oh, I mean, think of it as like you come to you close your eyes to take a nap, and then when you wake up, you are somewhere very different, and 30-something years older.
You say 13?
30.
30?
You're 30 years older?
I haven't done the math yet, somewhere around there.
Ah,
Possibly longer.
my memory is I woke up and I thought I was 18 again, just leaving the monastery and on my adventure to find my god. But then when I woke up, I was clearly not 18, and I didn't hear any gods.
See, mine is. I, for the vast majority of my life, did not have any association with any gods. Just.
And you still have those memories of the time before you had gods.
Yes, I would say about 50 or so years, maybe a little more.
Interesting.
But like I said, I had a few close run-ins with things that were supposed to be dead. Nearly killed me and some other people.
You worked in a graveyard, isn't that right? Is that correct?
I I loaned myself out to other people's graveyards.
That just seems weird.
Without
That's
their
sounds like
knowledge.
you're trespassing into people's graveyards.
Yes, that is my father was he was an archaeologist, and I was kind of an archaeologist without the degree and without the reputation and without giving it to people who want to not pay for it.
That's called grave robbing.
Well, you're not here, so
That sounds questionable morally. Interesting.
they're
I
not
guess-
going to use it. They won't miss it.
I guess that's true.
So
Huh.
that is. I used my father's expertise from running his business to give me a leg up on most people to know what to look for and how to do things. And then when the knowledge wasn't enough, I looked for other advantages.
Is that how you met the Raven Queen?
That is how I came to find out about her, yes.
And how old were you when you, I guess, made a contract with her?
It was kind of like for like real world thing, it was kind of like a dear Lord Jesus, save me now and I will do your bidding. Like, you know?
I
It
see.
was-
So it was an
it-
emergency rash thing.
Well, like that's what I'm saying. Like as for like me to you, like tailored to, that's kind of what it was. But a little more like, hey, I went to there is a hidden sect in the desert, away from where I grew up, on the other side of the sea, was conducting some business and stumbled upon them, and just seemed like
They were cool guys.
a match made in purgatory.
I see.
Not necessarily heaven or hell.
How
She
old
isn't-
were you when this happened?
Well, I mean, it was about a year and a half ago, for me personally. But
What you remember?
in real life, like with adjusting for inflation, it is I don't know, maybe 70, I think.
Oh wow. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if the gods have something to do with the loss of power or the imbalance of power. But it's only for those that had power a year ago.
I'm just gonna finish my third beer and be like, maybe.
Yeah, so my backstory, it's so I ran around with a person for like 40 years, so I would be about 60, and then I spent about 15 years looking up like death and how to keep things dead, and that's what led me to the Raven Queen. So yeah, about like 70, 75.
And then you look roughly like in your 80s now?
Oh,
90s?
I am 103.
Ah. So then yes, it has been.
Well, I am 103, but mentally, like where I'm at with my memories, I'm probably for level 8, probably progressed. So I'm probably like 85, 90, something like that.
But a year ago you were 70 and now you're 100. You're 90 something.
Yes, it time is moving awfully quick, and there is not much in between of substance, just a lot of the same. That is why I don't really care. It's just moving. That is why I'm really curious as to how I got entangled with you
Yeah,
lot.
you don't seem like a group kind of guy.
I've just kind of been along for the ride because it seems to be helping me out and not hurting me in any way. You apparently need my help, and it's been about 25 years since I've had a partner or a companion.
Well, now you have many.
You see, just a teary-eyed Raegar. So beautiful, and I just put my arm around him.
You're one of those drunks.
Hey, I just enjoy my time with new companions who are starting to be friends. At least I consider now.
I wish I had the Great Restoration. That would be pretty funny.
Khalas and Guryev make a con save as you're drinking your ales.
My one.
Raegar make 3.
Meanwhile, Chug McButts over here.
He's gonna drink that entire keg.
Jesus!
Oh, no, he's doing great.
You feel it.
I know how to hold my liquor.
You feel it, but it's starting to get a bit tipsy. Feel like
3.
some more. 3. Oh.
Yeah. With my modifier, 4.
All right.
Suck it.
That's why you're talking so much about your past.
Yeah.
Probably.
The ale is hitting you a lot harder than you would expect.
Normally you're like, I don't want to talk about it.
It's just, it's not important. You know, like it
Khalas?
adds nothing.
Oh, you got 18. Okay.
It adds nothing to anybody. So it's.
It adds everything.
Yeah, it's good to get to know your comrades and to know, at least we're getting information about how we each interact with our gods and how we did or didn't lose contact with them briefly a year ago. Along with our memories, if we lost any. But that was it. I just wanted more information on that from you two. I thought it rather odd and unusual that Raegar, you haven't lost any memories, and the first time you ever lost contact with your god since becoming their champion is when we were in that house. But you had no idea of the great loss.
Now you kind of understand.
No, it just freaked me out when we were in that house. Gotta be honest, filled me with anxiety. First time I ever not feeling a strong presence from Heimdall.
Did attempt to kill that child who turned into a tree.
I was going through something.
I understand. The house was pretty messed up.
Do we have more dwarven beer?
I had started putting it away, but I'll take it back.
No, that's all right. And I get up and I just go to the bar to get some more of the dwarven stuff I was told was there.
But yeah, that's why with you two, it's just
YouTube.
fucking weird sometimes. Like, praise be my god. And it's just like, it is not my. You know how people say that they are like neutral, good or bad, like chaotic, lawful, whatever. I'm kind of like a meh neutral. Not so much chaotic, not lawful,
My
not evil.
classification is meh.
Meh.
I get that feeling. Yes.
Awful meh.
Well,
No,
I
no.
Not even
Not. So
lawful.
there's.
True neutral.
Well,
this
yeah.
is true neutral.
Leaning towards the side of like self-preservation, and like I have like moral boundaries somewhat, but it's like if other people say it's like not a problem, then it's not a problem. But I'll still go around and like do nice things for people because I'm not a dick.
Well, that's
Just
good.
if they're dead, they don't need their shit. Also, if there's ever a fork in the road, I'm always going left.
Why left?
It is my creed in life.
To always
When
go
in
left.
doubt, go left.
It's my flaw.
Oh, how interesting. Well,
That's how I navigate through all of the catacombs.
I can't speak for Raegar, but you've seen where I was raised and how they are. My advisor, Fasid. So I was raised to be good and to do good. And that is a purpose of a cleric, is to help others.
But I helped him stay dead.
But
Or not dead. You know.
yes. But as far as gods, I didn't know what god to follow until recently, until Firthingholm. And that was when I chose my god, Tyr. But before that, I thought they were all great. Now I'm starting to have second thoughts that not all gods should be worshipped.
I sit back down with beer. Well, let me tell you, Heimdall is one of those gods to be sure.
He should be worshipped or not?
No, worshipped, of course, worshipped. Why not worshipped?
You're gonna be able to walk to the festival?
Oh,
Cannot relate.
I will make it. This is my last one.
You can summon a
Thanks.
horse, right? We could have the horse carry you.
Yes.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
As you're all talking, you see Mirasha come up with a drink or drinks. come up the stairs. to the
Let's
second
make
level.
that two dwarven pints of their strongest alcohol.
God,
Before this gets
Mirasha!
out of hand, I'm putting the cask away
What's up?
before it gets a little too ridiculous.
What did I miss?
The strongest.
Nothing. Sit down.
The strongest
Talk
stuff
about
is
gods.
45 silver each.
Tell us
45 silver.
Tell us, you worship a god?
45 silver each. I do not. I'll
why?
hand over 90 silver for both of the dwarven size, the whatever, the super size meats.
It's like a
We're going to need a
Pitcher
translator
of
for
the-
to.
dwarven ale.
Maybe
Does
It's not
anyone
like a
speak
mug, it's a
drunk?
pitcher.
There we go. I'm just gonna drink from the picture. I do not.
I speak Dwarven. Think that counts.
That's like drunk.
I do not believe in a god or deity. I've always just kind of relied on my own strength and what others have taught me.
Well, it's not that we don't all rely on our own strength, but to have faith in one's god it's a rewarding experience.
Are you trying to convert me?
Nah, you don't. I asked, but looking at you now and you talking, you don't seem the type. And
Sounds
gonna-
insulting.
Guryev is gonna have like just a small smirk and just like one of those like those one wheeze kind of like laps.
You had
Seems
something
like-
to add?
No, this is just entirely unrelatable.
I don't know how long you guys plan to, long we should plan to stay here. I haven't had an opportunity yet to look at the job board, but I know that there are job openings around town. They're trying to recruit for guard posts called the Flaming Fist.
oh my god, you don't say.
True story. And they're looking for guards they're looking for new guards at the gates. I might check it out just to see if I can get any information I'm personally looking for before we leave, but
Wait. Hold on. Where's Delta and Gwen?
I think they went to the library.
I feel like you would have.
Right?
I feel like you would have been like,
We are.
"Where's Delta and Go in."
Hey, I know my friends well.
I think
Where's
it's
the
going
cat?
to
Be
be.
here.
where's the cat in all of this?
You mean Frida?
Lucy is with, probably went to the library. With the.
That reminds me, we should probably get Lucy some cat food.
Oh,
Plenty of big.
And
Pull out
Um,
paper and make a shopping list.
when we kind of regain new memories, wait, never mind, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll wait until we get to level 8. I also heard that the festival activities are kind of going on throughout the year, and if we go over towards the crap, where are my notes? East over there towards the coast, or a coastal region, there's a spring festival going on down there too.
Is that where they're doing the release of this fancy new thingy?
I'm not sure. Personally, I want to go down there around springtime anyways, because a blacksmith at Westgate told me that it's the only other lead I have as to where I might find the Band of Blades. So eventually, it would be
Flaming
great if we
Fist.
can make our way down there.
Band of
Sounds
blades.
good.
These fucking people with their alliteration.
Don't be jelly.
Sure.
Well, I'm ready to go when you all are.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna tilt back my alcohol and try to get it done so we can head out.
You're talking, and the three, Gwyn, Lucy, and Delta, show up. I'm not sure if they would be drinking. Would you be drinking?
I was gonna immediately point them and be like, "Ah, there you are."
I want something hot. I don't particularly care if it has alcohol in it.
Hold on. I'll get your first drink,
Buttered rum.
sir.
You find a hot buttered rum.
I feel like no, just like the thing where like the guy orders something and like the girl's like, I would never drink that, but he's like, she'll have another one.
She loves it. It's her favorite drink.
Wait, what'd you want again?
Something hot.
Something hot. What? But that's not specific enough.
Well, I don't know what they are offering. I just want something hot to warm me up.
Something hot to warm up, which something sweet and with some goodness in it. I don't know. What you got?
It's on top.
Like we have a skillet, Good.
The woman says, well, if you want something hot, I can give you something special, but you'd have to wait until I get off work.
I will be okay with drinks.
Oh, come on, wait until she's off work.
What an awkward comment.
I'm just pulling your leg. We've got the special going on. It's got a lot of hot drinks going out. And
Get 2 of those.
all right, that'll be
2 specials.
2 specials in a to-go cup, please.
10 silver for 2. And
10 silver for
grab
2.
2 like medium-sized mugs. Fill them with the hot.
There's just hot mugs. You put whatever you want into
There's
them.
like nothing in that. Judging by the price.
She'll grab a cloth and pour some. Grab a metal of the flasks and like pour steaming liquid into each one. Hand you it.
Ah, perfect. And I hand both of them to Gwen.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. And then, Delta, what do you need?
I'll have a mead.
And 2 meads.
All right, you good customers today. That'll be 30 silver.
You got it.
She'll go to the same pitcher that Khalas got her mead from, and fill up 2 larger mugs and hand them off. Thank you very much. I hope you come back.
Ah, of course. This place is great. And then I hand both of them to Delta.
I'm gonna pull out like a little dish and
No, I
fill
have
it
some
with water for
I
Lucy.
have some clothes that need washing.
Drink too.
Lucy won't go in the front. She'll just flap her wings and perch on the balcony edge.
Lucy, do you want some water? Kitty. I'll just leave it there in case she does get thirsty.
This large cougar-sized cat slinks down onto the balcony and nudges one of the chairs. It sort of moves a bit since it's such a large cat, but it will start drinking from the bowl. You said water? You didn't say like a drink? Some alcohol?
No, water.
Okay.
Because cats can't drink alcohol and they can't have milk.
As far as you know, this cat.
Dang, he gave me an idea. Ladies, read anything good at the library?
I found some interesting stuff about deities and gods that gave me some insight into my book.
Anything about Heimdall in there?
Good.
Not that I know of.
Ah, well, he ought to be if he's not.
It's not a good book if he's not in it.
You want the good book.
His name's already taken.
Festival thing that was going on. Sounds like there's a bunch of different activities going around in town.
That's right. Quick, ladies, finish your drinks.
I mean, I've been trying to finish mine just before we head out. Like, all of it. Just down it.
Mirasha, make a con save with disadvantage.
Oh, great. Skills? Yeah, skills. No, that's abilities. I always do really good with I mean, I always roll really high with disadvantage, and I never get better. It's either really good or really bad.
So the first one, the first pitcher, hits you pretty hard. You can feel it. You can finish the second one if you want. But if Delta and Gwyn, Delta, you can make a con save. Gwyn, you can make one with advantage. Delta, the mead is quite tasty. It's very sweet. It's got a floral taste to it with the honey, but you do start to feel tipsy as you down your drinks. Gwyn, the hot drink is warming your insides. You can feel warm enough where it kind of feels like the heat is radiating off of you, but it doesn't seem to do much to make you drunk or tipsy at all. You're just sort of a little lightheaded.
Okay.
Can I take the second pitch or go?
I don't know if they want you to take the cups to go.
Oh,
That's all right. I got it, and I just grab it and starts chugging.
Oh, no, give back. I just yank it out of him.
Oh, fine. I'll let you do it.
That was incredibly rude.
It didn't seem like you were gonna be able to take it. Didn't want to waste it.
Are you both able to walk still?
Oh, I'm good. I think.
I know they can't. I probably can't take the pitcher with me, but I pull out my Snuggie and I pull out my beer mugs stickers, and I'll pour the pitcher out in the beer mugs that technically are mine, so we can, drink and go.
You do have
Wow.
the dwarven cask that has been emptied slightly that you can mix if you want to hide that in the bag of holding.
But then I can't drink it in the bag of holding.
She wants to walk around with
does
her
Baldur's
drink.
Gate have a
Is there a beer
drink in the
tour
street?
here in Baldur's Gate? Like a
It's
wine tour?
Oktoberfest, y'all!
Yeah.
You know that Khalas, you know that they do have public drinking, but only in certain spots scattered around the city. So it's not like in the streets people are just drinking, but people can go to certain places and have a drink there. It's to help control
People like
Yeah.
me.
You want to quickly finish your drink as soon as we get out into the streets, because there's only certain areas you can publicly drink.
Fine, I guess I'm gonna fuck myself up and try to drink what's left of this, what Raegar didn't chug himself. Do I need to do this at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not great.
Not great, but it's not, a 7.
If Raegar, you drank some, yes or no?
I thought she grabbed it before I could really get a chance to.
Alright, that's fine. Mirasha, it's definitely the good stuff. Like, the dwarves know how to make their ale. You can really feel it. You feel really good.
Great. Do not take away my drunkenness. You've got spells. Don't do it. Okay, we're good to go. Yeah? Do festival stuff.
I think so.
Great.
And I guess we'll head out. Where should we go to first? Do you guys want to go check out that thing, or do you want to go to the festival?
Thing?
Yeah, that new thing that my advisor was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The new travel portal system thing.
What's at the festival?
I don't know. What was at the festival, Mirasha?
I don't know what's going on in town. The festival thing I was talking about takes place in a couple months from now during spring season, and it's not even in this town. It's a little further along the east, and as I skim across the map and try to find it, around the Vihorn reach.
Ah, I see.
This is going to be very interesting.
Well, then let's go to that thing that they were. Where was it, Alex?
Well, Khalas, you know that the place where they have celebrations would be in the wide, because it's such an open space. It's usually where merchants go, merchants who are travelers who don't stay in the city. They set up a tent and have a place to sell their wares before they head on to the next place.
That's so far away. Okay. Well, we should head north, to the wide.
No, okay, ladies first.
Are you not a lady?
Well, more ladies.
Ah.
The ladiers.
The ladiers.
The ladiestest.
The ladiest of ladies.
Alright, you can very carefully make your way down the steps.
Oh god. I'm gonna hold on to the handrail as I go down. If there is a handrail.
It's a spiral staircase, so you really have to keep yourself grounded as you go in a circle.
I just fall off the stairs. Hey, I won! I beat everyone else down here.
Lucy doesn't
Even
follow
the
you
poor.
into the tavern. She'll wait for you to exit out the front before bounding down in the streets. Did you have a
What a good
question? Okay. As she does so, several of the others, people in the streets will gasp and utter about the strange beast that seems to be walking in the streets of Baldur's Gate.
Rude.
You're a pet.
It's not the most conspicuous of pets, is it?
It's not, but she's majestic. As fuck.
Well.
Get her a collar.
I mean, this town's big enough to go shopping.
Heck yeah. I'm sure there's like an exotic pet store.
That's what you need. That's what we need is more pets.
Mm-hmm.
We can
gotta find-
restart a menagerie.
We gotta find Joe or Carol.
Oh, that's her name. Carol Baskins.
Baskin's Robin.
Baskins. 52 flavors of crazy. So I believe we're just making our way to the wide then, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
And they'll have to redo the entire song. You know, the 50 nifty United States? The
From 13 original colonies.
The
Yes.
51 original.
Okay. Let's move everyone out at once. Make your way to the wide. There are several gates that separate this upper city and the lower city. Right now the gates are wide open. Anyone can go through. They want to have as many people here as they possibly can so that the festival makes a bunch of money. But you go through this opening and you see vast amounts of people in this small, large area, but it's just absolutely packed. There are only a few spots within the wide that don't have people. Scattered around, there are various tents, but Khalas, this is not the same wide that you remember. There used to be a lot more places like tents and temporary buildings scattered around, but this is mostly people here. There is one spot in the very middle that you can see overheads, Raegar and Mirasha. You can see over all these people. You can see sort of a uplifted sort of platform with a kind of like a gazebo, I guess.
Gazebo.
Gazebo.
Gazebo. Huh, this isn't how I remembered it. But there's a lot of people here, so I guess go check it out.
Check it out.
As we go in, I want to like stop anyone. Like I want to talk and ask them, like, what exactly is this? What's in the gazebo?
What's in the gazebo?
Didn't you hear? They're going to announce something. It's going to help everyone.
What is it?
Nobody knows. The officials have kept it secret so well.
But it's going to help everyone.
That's not ominous at all. They said that traveling across the land will be so much easier through this.
That sounds great. I wonder how they're powering it, or what it's made of.
Hey, Delta.
Yes.
You have a little bit of parchment that I can borrow, just like a small piece of paper or something.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll
Gonna
pull
try-
a piece out of my bag.
Thank you. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to make a blind as we walk out of my little leaves that Delta picked out for me in the creepy witch's house.
Okay. Well, in your current state, make a nature roll with disadvantage.
I hope I don't waste my. I hope I don't waste my stuff.
Make a nature roll. Get it? You're really trying to roll these leaves up that you found, but you're having a lot of difficulty. It's just like you're putting it in the piece of paper, and then you start to roll it, and then the leaves just fall out.
I'm just gonna give up then. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose all my leaves trying to do this right now. Curses.
So, what would you like to do, everyone?
What exactly is in the wide? Like where?
Just people. There is the shrine of Ogma.
Of Agwe?
Ugwe.
Ogma.
Oogway.
I just kind of want to explore explore this area.
It's getting to the sun isn't setting, but it's going down in the sky, where the colors will hit the clouds, pinks and oranges.
At which point it will get dark fast. Hey, group of people. would you? I can't look at them because they're all kind of a little drunk. But people. Would anyone like to try to find somewhere to sleep? Maybe we could find somewhere near here, as it is getting later in the evening.
We can wing it.
There's lots of places to stay, lots of inns. I was going to go back to my home area and stay there the night and maybe catch up a little more with Fasid and Jara.
Okay.
When did we want to take care of the other artifacts?
I think maybe in the morning, after we've had some breakfast, we can go check out the different chapels, somewhere.
Shrines,
temples,
monasteries.
Those places of worship.
And there are many here in Baldur's Gate.
So, as you're discussing what to do next, from the direction of the center of the wide, you hear a loud, booming voice saying, "Welcome, welcome everyone, thanks for coming down, we're ready to set off the festivities!" And that cheer goes throughout the crowd.
I'll go towards the voice.
Same.
Following suit.
Same thief.
You push your way through the crowd. People are following suit and sort of pushing their way towards the front. But you... everyone can make a... insight, I guess? Or... persuasion roll?
You said persuasion?
Or insight.
Perception. Persuasion. Ooh, insight would be better.
Alright, Mirasha is having difficulty moving through the crowd. The rest of you go in between people. You do see that Mirasha is having a bit of trouble staying in the back.
Just let guy.
Are you okay?
I'm so inebriated right now. Why are you spitting?
Nobody is spinning.
Oh, okay. Just take my hand.
I'm gonna take her hand and help her, guide her.
Alright.
Excuse me.
She's gonna get kidnapped if we leave her alone.
Would being drunk qualify as being poisoned?
Yes.
Technically.
With lesser restoration.
That's what I was trying to.
Oh, don't do it yet. I don't think we're there yet.
We are not.
I think I'm not throwing up yet. I didn't say I'm not throwing up.
As soon as you start throwing up.
Okay. That's fair.
First time you get lost.
You push your way through the crowd, making a good time going forward into the rest of the wide. And the voice continues. "Now everyone, I know you've had a lot of trouble getting around now, but we've talked with the other cities throughout Faerun, and we welcome unity in making it so everyone can travel. With Illides...
Oi, get on with it!
Get on with that.
I just like yell at Raegar. Raegar, don't interrupt him. That's so rude. God.
I just want to know what's coming. We're just yelling at each
If
other.
you let the man finish, he'd probably get on with it.
Well, I think if you would have started yelling, he would have gone on with it after I asked.
I cast
And
silence
with the help-
directly in between them.
With the... Oh. That means they can't even hear any of this.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Wow, cold.
In between them, I mean, it's 20-foot sphere.
Yep, everyone is going to suffer.
But Khalas is holding my hand.
I don't want this to happen.
All right. Well,
I just- I'm in the circle as well, but
So-
it is peace.
with the help of the, and with that, silence is cast. And
So I'm just gonna keep yelling like what, even though I obviously no one's hearing me and I'm not hearing
Khalas is
myself.
like, Mirasha's like, what? But you know, she can't hear herself. Yeah, you're just like, she's just kind of like miming towards her ear, like, speak up, I can't hear you.
And then I think she mouths "fuck you," and then I say, "Hey, fuck you."
and the civilians surrounding you start to look at each other and tap their ears and their mouths and start to go into a panic. Beyond the sphere, everyone's just normal, just paying attention to the wide. Occasionally, one of the deafened civilians will bump into the ones on the outside and be like, mouth, what's going on? But of course, nobody can hear anything.
Cast Dispel Magic
Okay.
to dispel this.
Alright.
Do you have to know like where it is, or does it just work?
Can you link dispel magic? You cannot dispel magic. It is a verbal component.
God damn it!
So you try and speak the words to dispel the silence around you, but nothing comes out.
I'm just waiting for someone to like look around to figure out what the fuck's going on, and I just have a slight smirk. Leaning-
Nobody has
just
no
being
any idea.
I'm still just like, what? I can't, what?
and then I'm just yelling, "That's right, I said fuck you."
I'm going to look at Guryev and motion to like end it. Stop. Cancel spell.
I'll wave my finger.
You motherfucker.
And
Hey.
as the silence dissipates, the people around it can start to pat their ears, like, oh, I can finally hear again, and start talking like, what was that? And the booming voice is continuing on. And without further
Can you
ado,
imagine like all the normal people, and then all of a sudden there's just this bubble of just noise that just comes out of nowhere. Just a pure panic.
You know what's absurd is like all of the spells that I know are verbal, except for silence. No, it is verbal.
yeah, silence is verbal.
Herbal somatic.
I've been wanting to use that for a while.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, all the spells.
Without further ado, I welcome the portals to the cities, and direct you to this map.
Oh my god, I'm so zoomed in.
So pixelated.
Oh, there we go.
They're all naked.
They're all
Oh,
black.
Nice of you to join us, Amanda.
So the in this gazebo there are 6 figures that are in a circle. They are dressed in light blue robes. They're all uniform. They've got nice tall caps, and they start moving their hands in sort of a Kamehameha sort of fashion around in a circle, and they aren't personally moving, but their hands are moving around. And in the center of the gazebo, a blue light starts to appear in a ring and starts to move around in a sphere sort of thing. And the crowd starts to cheer as these wizard-looking people perform this ritual to create this. What the voice, you don't know what his name was because he wasn't heard.
Right. Does he also have a top hat?
No, he was on a separate pedestal away from the gazebo, but he's like a rather portly fellow in like a noble tunic and a coat, and looking very fancy.
I'm gonna assume he's the mayor. Or a governor.
So after some time, the blue portal starts to get better shape, more of a solid sphere around in the middle of the gazebo, and blue light shimmers passing through the columns, and people, like, with each iteration of stronger portal, the crowd cheers even more, and the wizards look pretty confident and like satisfied with themselves, like, yeah, we did this. And the portal gets even more and more opaque and forming, and as it's making its blue lights and shimmering and whatnot, the portal starts to crackle, like little bolts of electricity start to shoot out from it, and people are really excited about that. They love the light show that's happening in front of them. And I want everyone who would like to make a insight or an arcana check. Alright. So Khalas, with the emerging of the electricity, you see, like, even though it's kind of from a distance, you see the wizards' faces sort of distort from confidence to uncertainty a little bit. Delta, with your studies, you know that this isn't quite how teleportation might go. You didn't experience it for yourself when you were a youngin', but you did read about it in higher level. Wizards were able to perform this, but this seems odd. There's something going on a bit weird. But the blue sphere will get more and more shiny. Larger sparks of electricity will erupt off of it, exiting the gazebo through the columns, and real quick, would anyone like to say or do anything with this information?
You're saying that I noticed the wizards don't look like they have confidence on what they're doing now.
They went from like a smug, like a hell yeah, kind of just like a wait what kind of look.
They look worried. Should we be worried?
Maybe.
How far away are they?
It's about 100 feet.
I
Maybe
say
people
ride it out and see what happens.
I don't think I have anything that goes 100 feet.
Well,
You could push your way further, closer if you'd like.
Oh,
I can cast Firebolt.
no.
Very inebriated.
I'm gonna look at the Khalas. But how are we right next to each other or what? How are?
I assume we're in a tight group.
Are you still holding my hand?
Yeah.
I'm
comforting.
gonna lean over and say, are we going to do something about this, or do you want to see what happens?
No, just see what happens.
Know what to do. But we should probably step back.
Okay, I'm gonna hold Dispel Magic. I'm gonna step back till I feel like I'm just about 120 feet, and hold that for if it seems to be getting, like, if they start like even more worried.
What spell?
I hold Dispel Magic to dispel his magic. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have it.
I counterspell your counterspell?
And then I'd counterspell that one with mine.
And then
Nothing
I
gets
counter.
done.
I cast Firebolt.
Job's done.
All right.
I'm gonna summon my steed, by the way.
Well, that takes 10
In the
minutes.
middle of the crowd.
You're just gonna summon a giant horse in the middle. Well, okay.
Find seed
Yes.
takes 10 minutes to summon.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
sit down.
What are they casting?
What was that, Althea?
What kind of spell are they casting?
Well, you aren't sure. Delta might be able to tell you.
So
Well,
what are
because
they?
You're muted.
Me?
Do I know? Me.
They looks like they're casting some form of teleport, portal.
Some form of?
It's very strong magics.
Well, I surely can take care of it with my 4th level. Just kidding. We're still at 6th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 3rd.
Do you want to cast a spell?
I was just waiting. I already asked, are we doing something about it? So
I thought we were moving away.
Yeah, we're moving it back a bit.
I backed up a bit, but just enough to where I'm still within 120.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right. The sphere will begin to grow. It was about the size of a beach ball, and it's now growing, probably doubling in size. And
Are they backing away from it? Like, if they stop doing the hand motions, are they still doing the hand motions?
they're still doing the hand motions, and the crowd is like going wild with all the lightning and whatnot.
Okay.
With what's going on, you see that the light blue is something starting to tint inside, just like a slight negative color to blue, and Khalas, you see their unsure faces turn to worry, and the wizards, one of them will shout out to the rest, "It's not working! Reverse it! Reverse it!" And
Do I hear?
I'm gonna tell Guryev, I think we needed a spell.
I think
And
I
I-
need to sober up.
And I'll let it go.
Okay.
And I'll also cast the spell.
I'm assuming this is way above my pay grade.
Yeah, you make a do the ability check using your spellcasting ability. So roll a d20 and add your modifier.
My level 6, right?
Yes.
What level do you get the attribute bonus?
8.
8. Okay, so it would be a 4, so 21.
All right. So you, Khalas, you do the same, right?
D20.
Yes. Add your ability score.
So, ooh. And then my ability score of my wisdom. Just 3. 11. Plus proficiency?
No,
No.
just
Oh.
your.
So yeah, so I got 11.
Okay. As you're seeing the panic and the colors start to change, Guryev, you toss out this dispel magic, and the sphere starts to waver a little bit, and the wizards are doing the same. They're pushing it back. The sphere gets a little smaller as the opposite color starts to bleed through. There we go. And the blue streaks of lightning start to turn red, but with the suppression, you manage to push it down, and the sphere turns to about the size of a cantaloupe. And the lightning strikes are a lot smaller, and the wizards are like sweating a little bit, but they seem to be getting it under control. When suddenly the sphere turns completely red.
Can I cast it again?
Yeah.
Sick.
It's a 22.
And then a D20. Jesus Christ, another 11.
The crowd starts to hush a little bit. There are still a few people cheering, but it's kind of obvious that these wizards aren't as in the right spot as they were when they started. But the sphere kind of pulsates with each cast of Dispel Magic. But with each time it shrinks down, it grows bigger.
I'm gonna yell to the rest of the group. Does anyone else know Dispel Magic?
I do.
I don't. I'm just
That's
studying my words.
I'm just.
I'm gonna try casting it a third time.
And after her, I can cast it too.
I got 17.
Gwyn, are you casting it as well?
Yeah.
So roll a d20 and add your ability score modifier, your wisdom score.
And let's see.
I guess I'll do it one more time.
Wisdom score
How many,
is 4.
I have
Spell
3
slot.
third levels.
9.
Silence
Did I?
is a second level.
So you can see other
shit. It's
people
another
in the
21.
crowd sort of like throw something, and with each throw the sphere gets smaller but larger, and as the sphere sort of dissipates slowly, getting smaller and smaller, a large horizontal pillar of flame starts to emerge out of the portal.
Horizontal?
Yeah, so it's not like it's like a fire streak or like a pole of fire or something like that.
So it's like going like not.
It's not straight up. It's like going out. It
Okay.
starts to emerge out, and the portal widens as the pillar of fire moves, and you can see a red hand emerging with the hilts of the pillar of fire, and suddenly it bursts. The top of the gazebo splinters, and wood and debris goes into the crowd. And
Debris.
what was that?
Debris.
Debris?
Oh, debris. Okay. All the debris falls onto people, and
So many Debris.
and
I'm way too drunk for this, guys.
the-
Is that a hand?
That is a hand.
Tell me I'm just super drunk.
portal.
Quick question.
Okay.
How close am I to summoning my horse?
You're about 2 minutes in. 2 to 3
God damn
minutes.
it.
This
Wow.
happened really fast.
I'll drop the. Damn it! I want to summon that. I'll stop.
Okay. And people obviously start to panic as wood falls on them, and the portal opens up about 20 to 30 feet.
Has it
big.
engulfed the wizards that were up there?
They have clambered over the sides of the gazebo, and they're now trying to throw spells at it by backing up, and
And every time a spell hits it, it gets bigger.
no, not at this point. It's just big and general. Like it seems to be growing on its own accord. The spells thrown at it don't seem to do anything.
Great.
And
All right.
after the hand that comes out, the red scales of an arm emerge, and a second hand comes out with a long piece of fire. Hang on now.
This is what you get for getting jump drives too early in Stellaris.
This
Balrog?
second hand comes out with looks to be a whip of fire, and a head finally emerges high above everyone as a horned demon steps out of the portal with massive wings, and
Yeah.
Is he as tall as a house?
he is much taller than a house.
How tall is this guy? Is he
Is he
like?
He is
How tall?
massive.
Is
I
he
cannot
like-
describe how large this demon is.
Is he as big as the giant that was in?
It looks like the same size as me, so it can't be that bad.
perspective.
Oh,
God.
fuck! Oh fuck!
He's got a bee companion or a wasp.
So
He
we
does.
really should have destroyed the rest of those artifacts, guys.
Yeah, we should have.
I gotta fix my character sheet because I had leveled
Yep.
up to 8
Yeah,
because I thought
it's
I was
fine.
gonna be there.
We'll keep it at that for now and see where it goes. But
Okay.
I thought Gandalf already took care of this guy.
What the? Gandalf leveled up too. Like he took.
Do I know what this is?
Does this
yes,
look
let's take
familiar?
a moment to stop this tense moment and really study
Well, like
this.
when it stepped out.
I'm just gonna say
what
out loud, like, by the balls of Heimdall.
So this is a good place to stop. for the
Okay.
night.
Because I probably know what language it speaks.
Same.
If that's
One
not
of us
reassuring.
probably does.
If that's not reassuring.
Oh yeah, let's definitely try and talk to this one.
Oh, I just. Oh, damn. Okay.
All right.
So we're do I need to change my stuff to go back to level 6 or keep it at 8?
We'll figure it out for next time. Next
Okay.
time will be in a
Alright.
month too.
Oh.
Next week we're doing
in 2
the
months.
Halloween Nightmare Before Christmas special.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh, right.
Yay!
Nana Yaga.
And then
I'm
we have
excited
the 17th, the 24th, and the 31st off.
Your time
No,
has
we
come.
have the
No,
24th and the 31st off.
Okay.
Because I took it.
the 17th is more Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay. I was gonna say you said a month, and that's 2 weeks. So.
Yep. So yeah, we'll find out what happens with this guy, this friendly-looking fellow, next time.
He's probably just a
I am-
tourist.
I'm too drunk for this.
I'm gonna slap Mirasha. Wake up! This is real. This
Oh,
is real.
fuck. I can't even right now.